It hasn't really sunk in yet just because, I didn't picture the match going like that. Ended up in a dogfight. Felt a lot stronger the fourth time I wrestled him. But, I put my heart and soul in this thing for 5 years. And I don't care how I got it. 6-5 win, second round. Not my best match out there, but, I'm standing at the top of that podium 5 years later. Thanks to all my coaches, my fans, my family, who's the best, everyone, high school coaches, club coaches. I wouldn't have did this without all of them. They're even here supporting me right now.
Right there.
Frank, just talk about the opposite reaction from last year to this year.
Last year I got killed and went back and trained as hard as I could for a year straight. I took a lot of heat, a lot of criticism from that match, but all it did was motivate me. Really proud of myself. I don't really like to gloat or nothing, but I had a lot of shutouts this year. I dominated people, and I had a blast doing it. And I got so much love for these coaches, two best brothers in the world, coaching me in my corner. Nothing feels better than that.
Left.
Frank, describe the energy level going into this match, the nervous level, just what you were thinking walking onto that mat.
It's really hard to even answer that question because, 1 second I'm so hyped I'm doing, jumping in place for 30 seconds. The next second I'm trying to calm myself down. Then I'm hugging everyone. So many different emotions. And, you work so hard for something. And when you get that close and you don't compete at your best, or you go out there and, you get ridden for a whole match, those things hurt because you train all year for that one match. And, just happy I got it done there. It's not my best match, but, I'm just very excited to be part of such an elite company.
Frank, he flipped you on your head there early. What was going through your mind? Kind of take us through that sequence of events.
Well, I wrestle Andrew Alden all the time, and he always tries that move on me. And, I just thought, hey, this kid can't be stronger than Andrew, so I'll just cut across here. And I cut across, and he hit the gator roll on me. And I was on my back for a second, and I started going over, and I said, I'll never let myself live this down.
Right there in the middle.
Frank, you guys had the team title locked up before you even had to take the mat tonight. Did you envision that happening
Honestly,
this weekend?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. This team's special. I can't even put my finger on it. Every single guy in this team is special. Not only the 10 starters. We got 35 guys on our team, and we got 35 guys in St. Louis right now. They drove 780 miles, some of them, to get here. So, this team is real special, and I knew the potential we had all season. It's still, you don't know what could happen at this tournament, but, as of right now, I'd say this is definitely almost max potential where we're at right now, a few matches left.
Frank.
I got real down on myself before that quarterfinals match, and I remember, to be honest with you, I almost broke down and started crying. I went in the locker room and sat down, and, Kale saw me in there, and he kind of gave me one heck of a pep talk. And, after I got done talking with Kale, I just went out there and killed it my quarterfinal match. And, it's just when you hear something from Kale Sanderson, you can't challenge that. You got to believe anything he tells you because, Kale knows more than anybody.
Just to clarify.
David, you said you weren't going to get beat again. Talk a little bit about how you felt out there on the mat and why it went totally different this time than last year.
I had a vision in my head it was going to go the same way last year. I got caught. We wrestle to score points. Sometimes you get in trouble. When I was in 8th grade, actually, I was up by 9 points in Greco finals of Fargo, and I got headlocked and pinned, and I was still trying to score. And someone told me then, don't be ashamed of yourself. You're trying to score. It's going to make you better one day. I got caught last year, but it made me better. This year I scored 22 points, so.
In the back.
What's your motivation?
I want to be the best, and we contribute to a team title, and then we get locked up in the finals. It's just to go out for yourself, and my motivation is just to go out and dominate someone. So I go into practice every day. That's what I've been training my whole life to do.
Right here.
David, Frank made mention of that you guys have 35 guys on the team and 35 guys total here. Is that special to you that your teammates, some of them drive that far to get here to support you guys?
Maybe for another team it's not normal, but not for our team. said 100 times, our team's not the ordinary team, and I think it proves it. I mean, look at we have a bigger student sharing section some teams have for supporting their whole team, and that just says a lot about our team and character of people.
Here in the front.
Yeah, how much do you think you've improved this year, David? I mean, they're talking to you about being the dominant wrestler in college this year. And what kind of step did you take in the last 12 months?
I think it took me until the first match of this tournament to realize the improvement I made. This whole year, I think I wrestled with a little bit of, I don't even know how to describe it. Just, I wanted the NCAA tournament to be here. I wanted to be able to be back on the stage and make up for last year. And I think this season, I wouldn't really let myself feel like I was getting better. And then this tournament, I think I realized, man, I feel a lot better than last year. And I don't know.
Right here in the middle.
You guys go out there, you still have 2 more guys go out in the finals. How much can you say about how well you've wrestled as a team this week?
It's awesome. I mean, I think, I don't even, winning team championships are rare, and they won 2 in a row, and this year, I mean, really wasn't even close. And we're just gonna, hopefully we can just keep adding on to it, and I think this year I'll be able to enjoy it a little more than last year, so I can let you know in a couple weeks.
Your first national championship meet your expectations?
Yeah, it definitely does. You know, you go out there, it's an unbelievable feeling, especially when you're out there on the mat, you know, and you know you just have the title within your grasp. It's like, it's amazing.
Ed, you were the 3rd one to finish off the national title today. 3 undefeated wrestlers for your team now. What does that mean for you in the program?
Oh, man, it's just telling me that we're doing the right things in the room. And, you know, whatever that we're doing, I'm just going to try and keep the same routine because I really want the same results.
There on the left.
Ed, the whole wrestling community knows the crossface cradle's coming. What's your key to the move, and why can't anybody stop it?
It's a move that I'm so confident in, so comfortable with doing. And every time I go out in the match, and I know that they're looking to fight that, and because, you know, it just got to a point where a lot of people, they just fear the crossface cradle. And it's just one of those moves where people, they just don't know how to react, especially when you put it on them and they feel how tight it is. It's just like, it comes as a surprise to them. And it's just like, it's hard for them to, I don't know, defend against it.
All right, here in the front.
Yeah, last year you ran into this guy at the tournament, and it didn't go the way you'd wanted. Was that something in your mind, and did you have a little bit of extra incentive to give your best just so people know where you are in relation to this opponent?
Oh, definitely. You know, when I think about that last year, and I think about this year, I'm like, wow, still, like we are 2 completely different wrestlers when they compare from last year to this year. And, you know, that whole situation, I didn't really look at it too much. The only thing that made me look at it a lot was the fans and the people, what people were saying on the internet, you know. And it just gave me a big drive just to prove them wrong.